Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel, and a new battle pass is here. It is here, and it brings this tank here. What the hell is this tank here? Just look at this. Vandalism. It's been vandalized, and actually it is called the Enforcer. If you use the camouflage, it is actually called Vandal. It's a bit of an unusual camouflage. I don't mind it. I think it looks quite snazzy, if I'm honest. So what's the tank like? Is it worth buying the battle pass? Now, this tank looks very, very similar to that of the Jackson, and to be honest, so did the last battle pass tank. So what's it like? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not the greatest, by all means, isn't the greatest. But playing the tank, it does feel okay. It's got no armor. The hull, you can bounce on the hull. It's got 100mm of hull armor, so of course it against tier 5s, maybe some tier 6s, you will be able to get some troll bounces. So no turret armor really. And that's a shame because the turret is quite big on this tank. The DPM is 2,258, and that gives it almost around about a 6-second reload. The penetration is 175 on your standard AP and 243 on your APCR. Personally, I would run it with the rammer just to up the DPM. It is APCR, so if you run it with calibrated shells, it doesn't go up that much. And to be honest, I would prefer the DPM over the penetration. 243, yeah, you might struggle against some tier 7s, but still that should be enough to get through most things. You've got a 225 alpha gun on your AP, 190 on your APCR, and 270 on your HE. Aim time 3.5, and the gun dispersion is a 0.326, and it does have a nice 10 degrees of gun depression, and the speed isn't bad either at 40 kilometers per hour. Reverse only 11, so not fast in reverse. The traverse actually feels quite slow, if I'm honest. The turret traverse, the track, everything like that, it does feel kind of slow. But as I always say in these battle pass videos, they are definitely worth buying. They really are definitely worth buying, not just for the tank, you know, for everything else, the gold, all the goodies that you get with this tank. So with the battle pass tank, including the first tank you get, the tier 3-ish, the tier 4 tank, and of course this tank. It is 100% worth the $5, or even if you use an Amazon or even Huawei app gallery, you could also get it for a lot cheaper. Huawei always do the deals where you get 50% off the battle pass, so you can get it for like £2.50, £3, $3. It definitely is worth it. So yeah, I mean, I do enjoy the tank. I think it's not bad. The Jackson is, in my opinion, is a good tank. It's not as good as things like the Hellcat, but it can still perform. It can still get some bounces, and you can still do some big damage. So we're going to have two battles here. We're just going to wait for this guy to the Panzer IV-S just to clear him, and we do have to be very, very careful now because the enemy do have 3 tank destroyers. You can see the accuracy not on point there. We did snap that, so I wasn't expecting to hit, and it's not one of those shots where I get annoyed for missing, but it is what it is, and we do get that penetration on the SU-100. So all my team are with me by one tank, which is in the middle by B, who has actually caught base B, which is good because that does put a little bit of pressure, and we are getting shot there from a tank which we believe is the Panzer IV. So just the Cromwell B there, we're going to hopefully get a shot into him, but as you can see, the accuracy again isn't the greatest in this tank, and we do miss. But the Cromwell is now gone, and it is a 7 versus 4. That tank in the middle there, our guy, he's managed to stay alive. We're going to get a shot on the SU, but again, there are tanks, the Panzer IV, he's got great DPM, and he is around that around this side of the map. I'm not quite sure where he is at the moment, so I'm just going to blind fire. He's not even there. He's in that bush. He's right in that bush. Come on, guys, shoot him. But the SU is now just about to die. There's the Panzer IV, so we're going to get that shot. Again, 246 alpha, I don't think is too bad in this tank. The reload 6 seconds, I think that's pretty good. I do think that's pretty good. and yeah, it's all right. The camouflage does look good. I do think the camouflage looks good. A lot of people won't like this. A lot of people won't like this camouflage, but I don't mind them. You know, I don't mind these camouflages at all. And it's the same kind of camouflage as the FV400 in a way, and I think it's all right. I think it's not too bad at all. So we are going to get that kill there. Nice and easy win. We don't really do too much damage, to be honest. So it is a tank destroyer, and you've got to remember that, because you don't really play it like a tank destroyer. I think playing it like a tank destroyer is wrong. I play it like a medium tank. Again, if you play it like a heavy, you're going to get destroyed. They are going to be able to penetrate you very, very easily. But I like playing it like a medium tank. You know, go with your medium tanks. The 40 kilometers per hour speed is enough to go with your mediums. Of course, in tier 5 and tier 6, tier 7, there are quite a few fast tanks, but 40 kilometers per hour I think is decent enough. I think it's not too bad at all. So we're going to go with our mediums here. Of course, there's quite a few mediums. This Cromwell B, get out my way please, but he is taking the shots for me, thankfully, and the My Little Sugar there does get that lock. I think that was him who shoots me, but that was or her, but that was a nice shot. That didn't go for me at all. Went for the Cromwell B, but managed to penetrate me. And now our VK36 over there is in a lot of trouble. The Cromwell B does a runner and gets behind, and they have quite a few other tanks around there as well. So we are winning. We're losing, well, we're losing on supremacy points just at the moment, but I'm not looking at running away. We do have the Stug 3G there, so I'm just looking at, you know, supporting the Stug and just waiting for these guys. If they make a push, I will be there to hopefully support the Stug, but I'm not going to just go rushing in. We are now winning, so there's no reason for us to rush in. We have the points, we've got the hit points, and we are winning on tanks as well. So the Stug is going to get deleted, but we're just going to be patient, and we're going to wait here, and our team is sort of behind anyway. But there goes the Stug, which allows the Magnus here to start pushing, which as he pushes, he's going to find we are also here waiting for that damage. So I've got the rock for cover. He is going to get a shot on me, but I think at this point in the game, the Cromwell B is running away there, so I really want to keep this guy and take this guy out. So we are going to get the shot. I'm not quite sure who has the reload here, but we're just going to aim and aim and aim, and we do manage to clear him for our first kill of the game. So it is now a 5 versus 4. Now I am low hit points. There is a Cryos on the enemy team, which is one of the most strongest tier 6s in the game, so I don't want to risk anything, because if I die, all of a sudden it's a 4 versus 4. We are probably going to be losing on supremacy points just about or thereabouts, so I do have to play it careful, and we are going to get the Cromwell B here. We're just going to spot him here, 15 HP, so we're going to quickly get rid of him, and before you know it, it is now a 5 versus 3, and we know that the SU is very low. The guys there are the Cryos is very low. They're pushing him, so I have not got to worry about that Cryos. And again, with the accuracy, you can see there, you can't really rely too much on the accuracy. Just make sure that you are aiming, because you will miss some of these shots. So that's about it. There's just one tank left alive, which is the Wolverine, and our team are just going to rush him and clear that guy very, very quickly. So overall, I do think it's a nice tank. The Vandal, love the camouflage. It's not a bad tank at all for the price that you're paying for this tank and everything else. It's definitely worth it. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With